Welcome back to the Olga S Show. I'm your host, Olga. How you doing? It's Monday. Call it Monday Fun Day. Whatever it is, I hope this live stream finds you well. Before I get started, for anybody that's going to be triggered or, give it a chance, people. Give it a chance. Give it some time. Because what I'm going to be doing, I've mentioned it many times in my stream. I've done a couple of commentary on the Andrew Tate thing. But to me, if you already know and you've been watching, this is not anything against Andrew Tate. This is just saying, hey, kind of like Elon Musk, or the Trumpsters, whatever. I'm not trying to label it. I'm just telling you straight up. This is the power perspective. If you're new to my channel, awesome to have you. If you've been here before, welcome back, my love. So if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen, but give it a chance before you flip out, because I'm going to go way deep. And I'm not exposing anything, which is why I titled this live Uncovered. Andrew Tate Uncovered. Just a different perspective. And if you know me, it's all about the power perspective. One reaction at a time. Before I get started, though, make sure you watch this video entirely before you go off. You're going to be very surprised on what I am uncovering, because it's just an opinion. Starting now. Hi, I'm Olga S. Pérez, coming at you live, unleashing the power of perspective, one reaction at a time. I've been a life strategist for over 20 years, and I'm here to share my insights on trending topics, current news, and music videos that we all want to talk about with love and humor. Yes! Hope you guys had a fabulous weekend. Whatever. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Because every moment is priceless. And so of course there's a lot of news. I'm going to intro with some stuff like Target was trending on Twitter. I'm like, why is Target trending? I'm going to share a clip from that. Then we're going to go in just briefly of the Bud Light partners with trans activist Dylan Mulvaney, if I said that right. I'm not going to go too deep into it. I'm just going, And I had some conversations this morning with some friends of mine, and they're like, what's the big deal? I'm like, very good point. But why do I choose these stories? I say it all the time. I just want to say it one more time, especially for those new people. If I choose a story, it's because how does it affect us? How does it make our life better? That's the bottom line. Okay? And so I'm going to give you my perspective on that. And hopefully we'll have a little fun with it. Also, Steven Crowder, he sent an email out. And how many times have I already said? I mean, there's Jason Burmis, there's Chrissy Meyer, there's Brittany. There's so many people. I think the latest also, Tim Pool had an interview or had a guest, which was 5 times August, which I've done a reaction on his Bill Gates music video. And I got it taken down and a strike. And he was a guest, and they were talking about how, I think it was Lauren Southern, I think her name is, and how she lost her Patreon. Like, how many times have I already talked about this? Like, how many times we have to go through this? It's not about just, community guidelines with YouTube. It's how they completely will delete you, take all your money, which, how is that even legal? Okay. It's food for thought. But, this is why I also started the locals, not just to give you guys exclusive content, because that's the only way that you can truly, truly support me, support my work, and have a voice for yourself saying, I believe in free speech. I believe in honesty, even if we disagree, right? So if you haven't already considered being a member, become a member. It is everything. And any way you can support me, the links are in the description below. There's so many ways. You can buy a t-shirt. As a matter of fact, if you buy a t-shirt, make sure to hashtag, the Olga S. Perez Show. Hashtag how you doing. Yeah, check it out. The links are in the description below. And I love your feedback. Keep them coming. Your comments are my fuel. Keep them coming. I do read them and I will respond. And share this content because sharing is caring. It's funny how when I just said that, I just saw the vision of, oh, she's a Karen. Not me personally, but I mean, not that people have not called me a Karen. It's definitely come my way. And I'm like, in what world are we living? So yeah. So we can go through the news, but everybody's talking about the news and I've been doing that too. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm giving them a different perspective, but it doesn't matter because especially when the YouTube's like, well, if you don't say what we want you to say. Okay, you're right. I wanted to say you win, but you're not winning. I'm just going, okay. So I'm going to be sharing a couple videos and then I have tons of videos and clips and articles of Andrew Tate. And we're going to go down it. Anything I say, it's opinion, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Just, it's food for thought, guys. Let's have the discussion. Let's not make people give us a thought that we think is our own, an opinion. Just because they put it all over the place and we're drowned with the bullshit. At the end of the day, when they say the truth will set you free, it's because honestly, like if somebody's stealing from you, you'd want to know, right? If that's the truth, you'd want to know, or if somebody's bleeding money out of your account and then, you're in the search on who did this, not just preventative, but then, make people accountable. But also we're teaching them with that, hey, we're going to make it harder for you to steal. For example, we can go so many examples on what's right, what's wrong, what to do about it. But that's kind of tasking, right? It's kind of like, how is that making us happier? Well, the truth hurts. And then when they say growing pains, there's a legit reason. Again, if it's something you don't want to hear or you don't believe in, and anybody who challenges your belief, I get it. It's not easy to swallow. But how are you going to have a good time? How are you going to really get through the day? Well, for me personally, there's a few things. I meditate. I have my little rituals as far as like when I wake up, how I start my day, how I appreciate nature. I go outside. There's so many things. But the biggest is humor and be able to laugh and have a discussion and not get into anybody's throats or automatically getting defensive. Period in the story. But yeah, like all these people are getting their videos taken down, demonetized, you name it. And so the more that we support YouTube by watching their content, hence, although we're here right now, I'm live on Twitch, I'm live on Rumble, and I'm obviously live on YouTube. Make sure to follow me on Rumble. But again, the best conversation, the behind the scenes, the more personal on locals. And it's like a coffee a month. One coffee supports me. And it's not just supporting the production and just my being able to show up here for you, but it also shows that you understand that I'm not supported by local television, syndicated, all that stuff. Plus, imagine all the sponsors are like, hey, we're going to give you all this money, but you have to say this, that, and this, that way. You don't want that. I don't want that. So you guys becoming a locals members, but also become a member of this channel. Become a member of this channel. You get the little, not just your only special emojis on my channel, but also the star, the membership, the I support you and gladly, because I don't want somebody taking away something I enjoy, or maybe you don't enjoy it. And you're just going to be a member because you're like, you know what? I might not always agree with her, but I do believe on independence, on free speech. It doesn't matter if we agree. It's just the bottom line that, it's like your best friend. If they're really your true friends, they're going to piss you off once in a while. You're going to disagree. But you don't cut them off because you disagree, right? There's so many ways I can describe why you should support any content creator or anything. It's because you're like, well, you're making the difference. Like one of the stories we're going to start with, little short stories like the Bud Light thing. But again, what I was saying about Crowder and how even when he's all backed up with Rumble and he's got his own following and people signed up to his mug club. But then here you go. The Neil Mohan regimen at YouTube has begun. We have had, and make sure you guys can see this. Okay. We have had 3 of our posts removed from the platform. Yes, they are still on Rumble. Right. Same here with me. Always happens the same way. Thank God for now. First, the Nashville Uncensored, The Truth from A to Z, was removed under the elusive hate speech policy. Again, they can just make shit up. But again, it's because you're not saying what they want you to say. My thing is that when we think, well, it's free and we're being lazy, trust me, it'll be a very, very dark world. If we're already living in a dark world, it's going to be even more dark when there's no creativity because everybody's in agreement. It's only one flavor, right? The second strike, we're back. Wait, Trump is going to jail. I was removed under the elusive harassment policy. Side note, this is also the video where we exposed new YouTube CEO Neil Mohan. Yep, or Mohan. If I could say it right or wrong. See what I'm saying? We can make mistakes. Third, over Crowder bits. Crowder reacts to 13-year-old drag performer tweaking on stage. Was removed under the policy against statements that sexualize minors. So the video is on, but you commenting on it is sexualizing minors. We watched a viral video of grown adults sexualizing a 13-year-old drag queen, which is true, and said it was wrong. YouTube came after us for doing so. This is exactly, in caps, what we warned against. The left can enact policy to transition your children and put them... Now that's... Okay. I'm not saying I disagree with the following statement, but that's not the point. It's not the point. I just want to highlight the fact that any day I could be gone and it's you supporting me on locals. That makes all the difference. Yes, I'm still on Rumble. So if you look for me or you're like, oh, I wonder, I haven't seen Olga for a while. They can delete me at any time for no reason. Trust me on this one. It's been happening. But then we got this supposed hero. And what I mean by when I say hero is just the conversation I had with a friend earlier. She's like, what's wrong with that? I'm like, she's like, I don't see why you should boycott a product because a trans man, I'm like, first of all, he's not trans, as far as we know. He's a man dressing up as a woman. Who the worst part about it is that he actually has been TikTok famous talking about, my 5th day of being a woman. It's all make-believe. That's all I'm saying. No hate here. And see, I don't want to get too into it because we're on the boob tube. And so I can't really say anything because unless I say I love trans, which I do love trans because they're humans, they're fellow brother and sister. But I don't need you to pretend to be a girl and we all have to believe that your pretend is real because it's not. Why? Because you actually have to have a vagina. Okay. Or even, again, see how I'm holding myself back because any word I use is going to be misconstrued or blocked, botted, you name it. But do I care about this story? No. But why would Bud do this? See, what I really want to say about this, That's what I will say on Rumble. If I click off, go there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that today. I'm thinking maybe like, half hour or so here and then continue it on Rumble. But actually, if I don't even know when to transition, talk about transitioning, then at least on locals, I don't have to do that. And you can really hear me out. You can cancel anytime. So consider, not just consider, do it. And do it now. Become a member. Become a member on this channel. Show people that you believe in truth. It's not just about freedom. Because now, that's been hijacked. So anybody who speaks of freedom, it's, oh my God, you're a Trumpster, you're a bigot, you're a hater. No. Do you want anybody telling you how to eat, how to live, how to have your preferences in the bedroom? Anything. This is what we're talking about here. And my channel specifically is all about love. Talk about inclusivity. I'm on that side. Yet I can't have an opinion or a thought about something. Now, that's a whole nother rabbit hole. So it's not just about an opinion or a thought. My thing, power perspective, is how is this making the world a better place? That's the question. Tell me. Just like I just was on the phone with a friend earlier today. They're like, what's the big deal? Okay. I'm like, well, like this article. So the weirdest thing I've ever seen, Bud Light sparks backlash after partnering with controversial trans poster girl Dylan Mulvaney. Now, I don't even want to talk about this guy because the more attention we give him, it's literally doing the opposite if you're trying to not give this type of behavior attention. But why am I giving it attention? Well, then why would Bud Light do this? Now, see, what I'm about to tell you, actually, I'm not going to tell you because I'm on the boob tube. But what I will tell you is irrefutable. Because if anybody can tell me and change my mind, why would this guy be the poster child for beer? And an iconic beer company. Anyway, so, and even prints her face on the beer can. That's where I was like, wait. Then, here's the little picture. Does this now look like a bobblehead? Like, why would they intentionally, this is intentional, put this big head and make the body look really tiny like bobblehead? Here's the can. Here's the picture. Like, why would that make you want to drink beer? Just, you feel me? This is not about the beer. This isn't about trans. What is this about? Yeah. I'm going to talk about that on Locals. Let's just watch this beautiful
impressive video. Carrying skills, right? I got some Bud Lights for us. So, I kept hearing about this thing called March Madness, and I thought we were all just having a hectic month, but it turns out it has something to do with sports. And I'm not sure exactly which sport, but either way, it's a cause to celebrate. This month, I celebrated my day 365 of womanhood, and Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever, a can with my face on it. Check out my Instagram story to see how you can enjoy.
Do you remember that time where he had the Tampax thing, and then there was a backlash, and then he had to come back on camera, and he's like, listen, they did not pay me, just so you know. Really? So he goes from Tampax to Bud Light. I'm not putting any thoughts in your head. Just seriously. All right, let me finish. Where was I? I'm sorry. I clicked on it wrong. Oh, no. Did I just... Hold on. Ha! How did I... No. How did I just do that again? Oh, sorry. Here we go. Ay. Well, actually, this is a different article. Oh, man, I wanted to finish playing that video. Now I don't know what I did with it. It's gone. It's gone forever. Dude, here's my thing. Everything is bullshit. Everything's a lie. Everything's for entertainment purposes. Seriously. You can't take any of this stuff serious. Even Tim Pool. Oh, we're talking about that because he mentioned the whole Patreon cutting Southern, what's her name? Oh, I already forgot. Oh my God. Let's see.
About making sure that you don't put something out there before you're ready, and really just surrounding yourself with good people. It's interesting because I look at someone like you, and I can't imagine anybody.
Wait, and then he's got Kate Spade, and this is what got me. Kate Spade, who allegedly committed suicide. I don't buy it. That's just my opinion. And then this guy's going to stand there in front of Kate Spade. Like, to me, this is mockery and insult to such a level that, is everyone brainwashed? Like, why is this important? Why does this matter? I can't even say the word you fill in the blanks because YouTube is like, you can't talk about it unless you say pro. Well, what matters is that we're paying for everything. And we're literally slaves to all these so-called leaders. I can't with this. Like this. That was trending on Twitter today. Target. I go, why is Target trending? Check this out.
Hey, what's up, guys? Here I am in Target, my local Target, right? Check this out. So we're in the boys section, guys. Boys clothes section. I want to show you over here. This is the clothing we have for boys. Dinosaurs are cool, right? There's a big rainbow behind the dinosaurs. But we're not going to stop there. We got a cloud, hula hooping with a rainbow. What's this? Trucks are cool, right? Picking up a rainbow. Why are we picking up a rainbow, guys? Why is this boys clothing today? I'm not done. Like Baby Shark? Bye-bye. There's masculinity. That's what they're doing. They're destroying masculinity. Guys, it's time to stand up against this wokeness. We need to stand up as parents and leaders and fathers. Like and follow for more. Hey, what's up, guys? Here I am in Target.
What's up? What do you guys think about that? Well, before I get started with my I got like 20 tabs open for Andrew Tate. And again, I know it sounds like, oh my God, she's going to attack him. She's a woman. No. When I say uncovered, I'm just saying, let's uncover some stuff. I stand behind Andrew Tate. There were the criminal charges. That you should be innocent until proven guilty. I'm 100% there. 100%. But my thing is, when all these people are like blindly defending this guy, like a cult, just like, in quote, Trumpsters, that I've been thrown that pot because I believe in freedom. Oh, you're a Trumpster. Or I go, no, I'm not going to comply. Oh, you're a Karen. I've heard it. It's been told. It's like, what are you talking about? So that's my thing. And if you're like me, I'm sure that at some point in your life, somebody accused you of something or titled you or labeled you something that was unjust. But we're going to break down not just a bunch of past news, new news of Andrew Tate, but we're going to go down also dissecting the meaning of the words that he's been labeled. So again, you might find that during this live stream, you're like, wait a minute, is she defending him or not? Because I care about the truth. Now, why do I care about the truth with Andrew Tate? I really don't care about Andrew Tate. But I have to. Because I live in a world where I want real men. I've met real men, and they seem to be like dinosaurs, like dying a breed or opaque. And the fact is, because I'm a woman, and I know that these modern women have no idea. If they've never seen a man, how the fuck are they going to know a real man when they see it? They're not. That's number one. Number two. So, same with men. If women are a bunch of like, I just want to do my makeup and I deserve a bunch of stuff and let's talk about my body count and how it shouldn't matter. All this like feminist bullshit. Because feminism, we're going to crack that down too. So the point is that if I want to live in a happier world, which I do, and I spent my whole life doing this, is, well, you first got to get to the truth and also uncover the bullshit or the lies or the charlatans or the shills or the facade and the so-called influencers. And the fact is that modern young men and women have never even had privacy their whole life. They don't even know what it's like to have privacy. They've never felt it. So that's a whole nother ball game on how you perceive the world and what you deem is private, especially when social media praises you or gives you all this attention. When you cry, you're like, oh, look, I'm telling you the truth. Look at me. I'm a victim, narcissist, facade, the way I look, TNA, all this superficial stuff. What's funny, and I don't mean funny because it's really funny, it's because it's ironic. That could be a word. There's really just no right word for the fact that at the end of the day, everybody wants to win, succeed, have a successful relationship, have a job that makes you money, or start a business that's not just fulfilling, right? But profitable, because who doesn't want abundance, right? Nobody wants to plant a garden and then nothing comes through and you starve to death, right? So it's all about security, right? Success, empowerment. But with all these words that have been thrown around for a long time, but specifically the last 20 years, and of course, social media just amplifies it. But at the end of the day, people can't live in their own skin. And Andrew Tate is very interesting, because there is this side where, look at me with my cars, look at me in my private jet. That's fine if you had it. And if you don't know about him, he's got, his dad was a chess player. He was a chess player at a very young age, a very good one. He worked his ass off. He's mixed. I think his dad is black, his mom is white. I think that it makes him very interesting and diverse in a good way, and has perspective that not everybody will have the way he does. But it's the kickboxing. How he started and he won and he fought and he trained for his success there. But then while he's in there, what's happening behind the scenes? Did he really become a millionaire because he's a good businessman? It could be. We really don't know. We don't know the backdoor deals. Not that he had backdoor deals, but obviously we're not there. We're not with him when he's making business decisions, right? That's not what's out in the facade. What's out in the facade is, look at this guy. He won. He's been a successful kickboxer, this and that. And then look at the cars that he has. And he's talking all this smack about how to be a man. And I don't blame him. In a world where most men or boys are playing video games and they're soft and they're not taking care of themselves, they're not stepping up. So there's a lot about him that's really good. But same with Jordan Peterson. So today we're going to go down the Andrew Tate, but in the future live stream, I'm going to be going down Jordan Peterson, because where he is today, he's a different person than what we remember if you even respect Jordan Peterson and go, but he did a lot of good things. He told young men, take accountability, make your bed, all good stuff. But things warp when people become influential to this degree. And I'm telling you, if you haven't had a series of experience to humble you, like strip you from your ego, your narcissism, and then that you can come and learn from it, which is what it seems that Andrew Tate, as though he says, or it's been claimed, or there's articles that he's been released from prison, he's under house arrest. So is he really released? Now, again, nobody should be put in prison without proven charges. So this is not about that, guys. This is about, where is he going with this shit? Like, what is his real message? And is he alone with it, behind it? So we're going to get into that. But before I get into that, before I really start going, because I'm going to be like hitting it, boom, 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 boom. Let me see who's already with me in the live chat. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your love and support. Hello, the Rational Texan on Rumble. Hey, Evil V Twin, checking in. Yeah, Laura. So the Rational Texan says Lauren Southern has had her issues, but is interesting. I followed her for many years. I think she might like that you might like her recent videos. This is her site. Thank you. Well, thank you, the Rational Texan. I've seen a couple of videos of her in the past. I like her. We don't have to agree, but I like her. And I know she put some stuff out too about that guy. What's his name? I think Paul Watson or something, who occasionally talks on Alex Jones' show and whatnot. And I mean, I like his, like, here's some intel, or here's some articles. It's not totally my style, but I'm like, okay, thanks for bringing some stuff forth. But then she had a thing with him. Did you guys hear about that? Tanya Gray, checking in. Just watched Trump. Plane take off, and man, what a sad, sad feeling. Ooh. Welcome to the real world. Okay. Who's with me on the YouTube? Let me see. Who's with me? Thank you for all your comments. Hey, Sama. Hey, Drew Chapman. Great to see you. Welcome. Wesley Korn, I raised on being a real man is now me asking where all the real women. I don't know if that was meant to be funny, but I like that. That's my point. When you look at these girls, aka women, I'm like, they are so lost, man. Everybody's lost. It's like, just look good and pose with a car or with your boobs out. That's it. Who's looking at me? Hi, Victor. I hope I said hi to everyone. I didn't miss anybody in the chat. Great to see you guys. It killed me. I don't know why I'm burping. But yeah. Hey, Rumble. So, like I said, I'm going to say it one more time before I really go in. This is no hate against Tate. Isn't that funny? That just rhymed. No hate against Tate. I could see when people said, he's a really nice guy. Totally. And he's a Sag. And you know how I am about astrology. I could totally see this. But I see a lot more. And it's not what meets the eye. So here we go. So he gets out of jail. House arrest. Let's not forget this. House arrest. But I'm not saying he deserves it. They've not given any proof. And by all means, it looks like a total witch hunt. So I'm going to look at this guy if he's my brother, guys. If he's my brother. Or if I was him. Okay? This is not a woman speaking about a guy. This is just what's going on. We know the media. We know the crimes. We know how corrupt, right? But Andrew, let's talk about you, baby. Let's talk about you. And all the people that are paying tons of money to go to Hustler University. For what? What are you really putting out there besides, hey, get off your ass, stop playing video games, and go to the gym? Good for you, Tate. Thank you for saying that as a woman, as a mother, sister, right? But you got to put your mouth where your money is, right? So you can't just pose with your Bugatti and act like that I'm a man. Nah, that's a classic asshole that, not Tate, just bear with me. The classic guy who thinks money can buy everything. And women do too. What's worse about women, and we're talking generally speaking, right? Like a stereotype that women are literally bought and sold, clearly, because they hook up with these types of dudes. My rebuttal is that's not a real woman. That's a female who, even if you think, like Andrew Tate will say all the time, that's the female thing. Like females want to be with a guy they respect, not that they like. Okay. But it also goes down to like the whole dominance, like, and that women want to be taken care of, right? So if young women are being raised, or lack of being raised, I should say, to understand the difference between a guy with money versus a guy who loves and respects women and will do anything to take care of a woman, protect her and their family and their children. Okay. I'm telling you, I already want to jump to like present day that now he's a full-blown Muslim, which he mentioned in many of his podcasts, not just his own, when he was a guest at other people's podcasts. So this is not about, I'm just going to keep saying it, unveiling like that he's a liar. I'm going, he's young and he's doing the best he can. I'm sure of that. And I'm sure he's a really good guy, could be very nice and very outgoing and sweet and thoughtful. But if he's got all these millions because he's such a good businessman, then he doesn't need social media influence, but he wants it. Why? Oh, that's marketing, you might say. Of course it is marketing. Marketing. That's my thing. If it's marketing, then boys and girls, girls and boys, sons, nephews, nieces, right? No, it's marketing. And then in the real world, if you want empowerment and happiness, it's the opposite of, oh, this guy's got his shit together. He's got a car. He's got all this money. And then you could be sold. But I get it. I hear it all the time. I've heard it for decades, but more so now than ever. Because I deserve this. He should pay for everything. Women were saying that 10, 20, 30 years ago too. But now it's different. Now the girls are like, if I'm just pretty with my fake makeup, you know what I mean? And I just look good, arm candy. Some of these girls nowadays, they don't even know the term arm candy. Even when you ask them what a trophy wife is, they're like, huh? All they know is, I deserve this because I look good. I'm a 10. And I'm like, even if you look like a 10, first of all, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So that doesn't mean that everyone's going to think you're beautiful. That's number one. No matter how good you think you look, no matter how many likes or views you get, what are you bringing to the table? Because even your looks, can you really make love? Do you know how to make love? And if you're going to prostitute yourself and think that all you are is your looks and your body, that's fine. I think that's smart. In a way, it's better than being a slut and just giving it for free and hoping the guy likes you and takes you home or marries you. But see, marriage is another business transaction. If you go into it with the business mind, like, I'm worth this. The guy thinks, okay, she looks the part and she's going to shut up and I'm going to dominate because I pay for everything. I mean, it's just such a slippery slope. We'll get back to that. Back to this article. Let's go. Article by article. And again, I do not believe on anything written. Forget about even the term fake news. Whoever's writing it, they got their own agenda, whether it's the platform they're on or who they are, right? But let's just break this down. So here we go. Oh, sorry. I thought you guys were, I thought I was screen sharing the whole time. You guys could see what I was showing. Here we go. So I just want to make sure. Okay. Toxic ex Big Brother influencer. See what I'm saying? Why do you got to start it that way? Who are you? Who wrote this? By Lawrence Dallimore for Mail Online. You know what I mean? Just write the facts. Toxic ex-Big Brother influencer Andrew Tate says he lives with a very pure heart. He hits back with help from Jake Paul after being banned by YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for women-hating rants. Now look at the date. August 24th, 2002. Right? 2022. Controversial 34-year-old announced he will be taking a break from podcasting. He said he has been vilified, which I would agree, after becoming the most famous man on the planet. Apparently, he claims, I don't know, because I had no clue this guy existed until the first until he was banned. And somebody else talked about him, like, who is this guy? And then I had to do my research. Tate insisted he has done nothing wrong. An hour-long message posted online. Andrew Tate has said he lives with a very, very pure heart, while insisting his controversial remarks on women were taken out of context. Well, Tate, that's a really good comeback, and I get it. I get it when you're, not saving face, but defending yourself. I got it. But the truth is, honey, you actually incriminated yourself with your own mouth. But see, to me, that's normal of being young and dumb. That's all. That's all I'm saying here. Hold on. Now, remember, this is also once there's allegations that he was going to be arrested. Before we got arrested, he comes out with this video and he talks about he had charity and he's done so much good. I believe he's got goodness because I believe everybody has goodness, even the worst. But it's like, dude, it's not just somebody writing this article showing like, look at him talking about slapping and choking a girl. Okay. Those are truths. But some people can come back and say, well, that was in the past. Well, when they say the leopard never changes its spots, the truth is people don't change. They can change your behavior, but they don't change who they are at the core. That's a fact. So now you can become like, say, born again Christian, right? He goes to jail. He comes out, which is what he just did, right? But did he really become like Muslim when he already talked about that he was like Christian, Orthodox Christian? And then we're going to go through this. All right. So this next article, freed Andrew Tate says he has absolute clarity of thought. Of course. That's assuming, guys, that he was actually in jail. Because who has the real proof that he was actually in jail? I'm just saying. I don't buy any of this shit. I'm just feeling the guy. That's it. So after house arrest, released from jail in strange topless video of him pacing backwards and forwards, smoking a cigar in his home. Now that's telling. Because my point is, that's an act. Look at this and tell me this isn't an act. These are just the pictures. This isn't even the video. What are you doing? Pacing back and forth. Hold on. I know I've pulled up the video, but I guess, is this when they were released? Andrew Tate and his brother have been released from prison. Look at this guy. Look at the way he's smiling. First of all, again, so they got the beard, so we're Muslim now. Again, we're changed. Well, if you're not guilty, why'd you change? Just saying. I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm just saying. Is it all just a part of a big act? It could be, right? All of a sudden, he's got hair after shaving his head. Okay, but he's got more hair than other pictures that I'm going to show you. Like, wait, you're in jail, but possibly you're getting hair implants? I could be far-fetched. Of course, this is just speculation. But who cares? Like, what is the big deal? Why is he all over the news? So let's go to another article. This one was that South Park. We'll come back, guys. We'll go back and forth. But here's another article about when he was on, or that the South Park did a piece on him. South Park mocks influencer Andrew Tate in an episode featuring a gun-toting toxic masculinity coach who cops accused of being a Romanian sex trafficker. Again, no proof. And there's even video that's been out of the women coming and going from the, in quote, compound. Look free. That doesn't mean they're not bought and sold, ladies and gentlemen. That doesn't mean anything. Again, I'm not trying to incriminate the guy. I'm just saying. The truth is, there's people women willing to be with these type of guys. Because they don't mind. I will treat me however you want. I just want to look good. I just want to be able to wear makeup and get my hair done. These are facts. These women do exist. It's part of like the toxic hashtag Me Too movement of women lying like Amber Heard. Don't get me started. Here's a little quick skit. Let me see. Is that? Hold on. I thought this was the video. Where's the video? Oh, here we go.
Putting out to young men. Hey, you guy! You did not harass the ladies! Well, I wanted strippers, not prudes! You want to talk, big man, huh? You want to be big man? Whoa, okay, I think I need to explain something to you, okay? Look, I'm just trying to combat the messages that the liberal left is putting out to young men about their male instincts being toxic. The f*** you talking? You know, I'm trying to show my son and his nerdy little friend what a real party is, because society wants them to be ashamed of their masculine natures.
You know what? And I would agree with that. But then why are they talking about it so much? Look, South Park mocks. Were they really mocking? I mean, this is just ridiculous. Okay, the next one. Andrew Tate blames jealous woman who know nothing over his arrest for human trafficking and rape. I'm sure of that. Telling police they just asked me for money to go shopping. Didn't I just say this? And this has got nothing to do with the article. I mean, these are facts. I see it all the time. And are using the legal system to punish men. Now, that's the problem I got. Because are they really using the legal system to punish men? Maybe they're just pathetic, disgusting females. Are they really using the legal system to punish men? Like, why are you acting like the victim, Tate? You're the man with your Bugatti. You're the man with your Hustle University. This is bullshit. Okay? Straight up. And here we go. Here's his tweet. I am writing an email. This is 3 hours ago. What day was this posted? This was, yesterday. I am writing an email. I will be the first email I've sent, the first email I've sent since being released from incarceration. Well, you really see your house arrest. Okay. Sign up to the email. Okay. Now, so you got the hair. So what happened with the sunglasses and the bald head, right? And the outfits. Now you're like a guru with your necklace, your beard. Now you're Islam. That's cool. You can do that. But if you're innocent, how did you go to jail and all of a sudden you changed? Unless it's just another facade of you wanting to act like this special. And that's the fucking thing I got with this. False prophets. That is my only bone on this. If the women aren't like truly raped and, enslaved and there's no proof, let the guy go. There are women that will willingly, if their parents didn't raise them to be like, hey, this is not a way a guy treats you, or don't sell yourself. The girls are adults. They can do what they want, right? So if there's no proof that he's sex trafficking or anything like that, done. But he still wants to be this savior. And I got a problem with that. Because if you're going to act like the savior and a guru, you better be clean as a whistle. This to me is another act. Has he lost any money while he's been in jail? Tate says there is 0% chance of him being guilty. I could totally believe that, but I have no proof. There is no proof.
Hello, Andrew.
And I'm not going to believe it just because somebody writes it, right? See? He's got his beads. He's got his beard. He's got some hair on his head.
It's a little bit emotional. I've been in one room since last year, so it's a little bit emotional. I want to give respect, firstly, to the judges who heard us today, because they were very attentive and they listened to us and they let us free, so I have to give absolute respect to them. I have no resentment in my heart for the country of Romania or for anybody else. I just believe in the truth.
It was political, so.
I believe in God, and I think that the fire of truth will eventually destroy.
But it's funny. Now you believe in God. We're going to go through some stuff.
All lies, and anybody who lies on a long enough time frame will feel the sting of regret, and I believe in this.
Yeah, sure.
I agree. If you're totally innocent, I totally agree. That doesn't change the fact that why all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, you thought that, hey, I worked my ass off. I know what it's like to be a real man. It takes a long time to be a real man, Andrew. I'm telling you straight up. And psychologically, into the 50s, if you're lucky, if you don't grow up bitter.
I truly believe that justice will be served in the end. There is 0% chance.
I do believe in justice will be served in the end. I do
being
too.
found guilty of something I have not done. I maintain my absolute innocence, and I think most people understand this. And I look forward to being home. So thank you very much, everybody.
I love the look and the act of humility. I actually think it's sincere. But at the same time, this is not the facade of man that he was promoting. So, wait a minute. So, is it a good thing? I'm still looking for that video. Oh, here we go. Of him pacing back and forth. Since last year, I've been in 24-hour lockdown, no yard time. Pacing 3-meter cell with 0 electronics or outside contact. Absolute clarity of mind. Totally makes sense. Solitary can do that. I've been there. Not necessarily in jail. Self-imposed. But yes, it is good. It's important. Real thoughts, real plans. Vivid pain. 1 hour home and I can't stand my phone. Some habits die hard. We must defeat Shaitan, if I'm saying that correctly. Does anybody know what that is? Well, I did. But just in case, I looked it up for you. How about this? Shaitan, and how he spelled it, alternative spelling of Satan, Islam, a rebellious genie who leads men astray. Funny you would use that word. And now he's like, I'm all about Islam. Allah. Which is cool. Shaitan. Shaitan was an evil spirit in Islam, inciting humans to sin by whispering in their hearts. They were imagined to be ugly and grotesque creatures created from fire. You know, it's got the whole Christian thing with the hell. And again, whether you're Muslim, Islam, I'm all for it. I'm all for whatever it is. But I'm sure that no matter what religion you are, you want truth. And you want women to be loving. If you're a woman, no matter what your religion background or your cultural background, you want men to be loving. That should be the sale point. Not Bugattis. But again, I know. It's like, well, Olga, he's changed. I got you. Hold on. But just watch the body language. And please, ask your instinct. Oh. Thought that was the video. Wasn't the video? Hold on. Where's the video? God, guys, I've opened so many links. Where's the video? Oh, man. Give me a second. Sorry for that little pause. But seriously, where's the video? You guys probably already saw it. Maybe you don't even give a shit about it. But my thing is, it's just an act. It didn't seem like somebody was really pacing. Where's the video? Ay, 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 ay. It's just, to me, just all another act. One after the other. And I don't blame them, you know, especially if you're innocent and you're trying to prove your innocence. I totally get it. We all want to defend ourselves. But it's the pacing back and forth in particular that I'm watching this. That's it? No, another picture. What? Guys, I have like 20 tabs open. And isn't that bizarre that the QAnon guy got released like the day of or the day before Andrew Tate? And then, of course, you guys probably already see also that he also got released on the date that The Matrix was released, March 31st, 1999. So here's, another article. Andrew Tate posts bizarre video after being released from prison. Now I'm like, where's the video? Why can't I play it? Even when you cue stuff up. I thought, boy, it would take me weeks to go down the rabbit hole with this guy because I've been accumulating all these articles for months. Since I first heard of him back in like August, like when he first got accused. here's the video of, and again, I don't care what they
More
say.
breaking news,
It's the body
coming to us
language that I'm
within the
looking at.
past few
'Cause I already
minutes.
know.
This is concerning
believe
the
anything I'm being
controversial
told.
influencer Andrew Tate and his brother. Well, Andrew Tate's lawyer has confirmed that he and his brother Tristan have now been released from jail. They've been kept in custody in Romania and put under house arrest. That is until the 29th of April. Just a reminder, the 36-year-old former professional kickboxer and his brother are being investigated in Romania over allegations of sexual assault and exploitation. They're also being detained on suspicion of organised crime and human trafficking. They were originally taken into custody on the 29th of December last year. Neither of them, though, has been formally charged in the case. During their time in prison, the pair had 4 requests to be released from custody rejected. And the breaking news there coming from the lawyer of the 2 brothers, Andrew Tate and his brother, have been released from jail in Romania. They've been put, though, under house arrest until the end of April. From custody, taken into kind of the 30.
I actually thought that
from
was the article where. Okay, so I'm completely overwhelmed with not trying, but like, I probably should have done a PowerPoint, and I actually did start one, but then I was like, you know what? We don't have to. There's plenty of stuff out there. So here's the video of him pacing back and forth. And I'm going to follow it up by some past stuff. Now, mind you, they also called him macho and misogynist. So let's look up the term macho. Macho, characterized or motivated by machismo. Manly, especially with an assertive and domineering manner toward women. That's not bad. That's exactly the male energy that a real woman would want. I'm a real woman. Tending to display many characteristics such as domineering, fierceness, bravado, etc. Right. That's not bad to be macho. But then you add the misogyny, right? That's where it gets a little, that toxic masculinity. I get it. But they just throw these words out like it's just anybody's like, oh, you're a toxic masculine. Bullshit. It's because some women need to be put in their place. What's up? It's the truth. And so do men. You know what I mean? Like, just, what's good. You know what's right. But everybody wants to know, like, here's how to treat a woman. Here's how to treat a man. I get it. You guys are all wet behind the ears, and you're trying to figure it out. That's all I'm saying. Now, misogynist. One who hates or mistrusts women. A woman hater. Now, that's a whole nother level. Now, a woman hater contrasts misandrist. Now, I don't like labels. I don't believe in labels, even if I do say a stereotype here and there all the time. But here's him walking back and forth. And we're going to go back to what I just said about the macho and the misogynist on past videos. So what, is he reenacting what he went through in jail? Smoking a cigar. A little older, 36. Why would you videotape yourself doing this? Again, I was in jail. I'm just rehashing what I went through, what I learned, how much it did for me. Hey, assumption. Again, all he says is absolute clarity of mind. Real thoughts, real plans. 1 hour home. Okay, vivid pain. 1 hour home, and I can't stand my phone. True that, I get it. Some habits die hard. We must defeat Shaitan. I'm not saying this guy is not being witch hunt. I actually think he is. I don't think I'm pretty sure. Like, it's evident. Because they're not showing any real evidence. And then you got women saying, he did do these things to me. And then the other women's like, no, we never did. Like the one girlfriend that was like, that's a lie. And he was on the reality TV show in I think it was England, and he got kicked off because of this video surfaced. And she comes out specifically while he was in jail. No, he never did this. Oh, like it's not the first time a woman that's like deranged. She's been brainwashed. She's been abused, submissive. The whole thought of submission. You shouldn't have to beat somebody into submission. If you're a man, a woman will react and respond just like that. It's magic. When you gotta act and make somebody submissive, now that's not being a man. That's being, you want to call a misogynist, whatever. That's just a fucking label. But hold on. Here we go. Another article. Andrew Tate said he broke a woman's jaw. Now again, it's all be lies. I don't know. And that's his business was a scam, and that his business was a scam ahead of Romanian charges. Again, all this is bullshit, all lies, no proof, right? Good articles nonetheless. I kept reading every single word, but this is what gets me. Because you can't find it on his website now, but I remember seeing it in the past. Check this
Twitter, where he went on to beef with Greta Thunberg about his car collection.
That Greta.
Okay, about Greta.
Now, Andrew Tate will be spending the next month in a Romanian jail as he faces charges of human trafficking, rape, and forming an organized crime group. And police have seized 11 of his luxury vehicles. Since his arrest in late December, untrue reports about Tate have spread across social media. So what's actually happening with Andrew Tate? Kat Tenbarge is a culture reporter who's been following Tate's story closely.
The most ubiquitous piece of misinformation that spread after his arrest was about that video that he created in response to Greta Thunberg.
I'm not actually mad at Greta. Please bring
Let's
me
go back
pizza
to this, right? And then the next day he
make
gets
sure
arrested.
that these boxes
He was
are
already
not
in an
recycled.
investigation from
So
months
in the
ago.
video,
That's how I heard about him in
Andrew
August.
Tate had this pizza
Just
box
remember
in front
that.
of him, and the pizza chain that he ordered it from is a Romanian pizza chain. So some social media users theorized that the way the Romanian authorities were able to identify that Tate was in the country of Romania was because he had ordered this pizza box. But the Romanian authorities came out later and denied that that was how they were able to actually move in and make this arrest. So the Romanian government had been investigating him over the course of the year.
Prosecutors have accused Tate, among others, of forcing women into making pornographic content for distribution on social media and for financial gain
we know
to the
that's
group.
These
That's
are
the
all
whole
things
point,
that
right?
Andrew Tate has explained across numerous podcast interviews, on his own website, in his own social media posts.
We started this little webcam business from my apartment, and it just grew and grew and grew. And it got to the point where at one point I had 75 women working for me in 4 locations.
So for the last couple of years,
Nothing wrong with that.
Andrew Tate
Willing, consensual, right?
has lived in Romania with his brother Tristan,
Look at him
and
trying to
it's
put the
there
guns.
that
This is
Andrew
all
and Tristan have
smear shit.
described building
Totally, I get
this cam girl sort of business venture.
This business is the subject
But how
of
is that a man? I know I've said it before, and I'm going to continue to say it. That's a man. I'm the man. Because for how I made my millions is on women on webcams, even if they volunteer it. How does that make you a man? Now I wonder what's going to happen with this business now that he's Islam, Musulman. You feel me, guys? How is he going to make his millions now? That's what I look forward to. And not that I want him to fail. I want him to win. I would love to see him like, that's it. I got no charges, no proof that I did anything wrong. But does Islam promote or support women on webcams? Sexualizing. I don't know. I'm just a feeble human. I'm just saying. Like he said in that earlier tweet where he was pacing back and forth. New plan. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. And you can change. You can change your behavior. You don't change your character, but you can change your behavior. So I do believe that he's always had a good character and it was all an act. Let me say that one more time. It's always been an act. The sad part is when people believe that his act is the way to be powerful and happy and successful. That's my beef. Let me make that very clear. That's my beef. Don't lie about what makes people happy. Especially when he's willing to do things that it's like, again, is it an act or you're really just all over the place? Which could be both because he's young. And the time in jail could totally have brought out the best in him that he already had naturally. Do you feel me, guys? Now, hold on. Because it's really easy to criticize and judge. I don't judge. I feel you, baby. I feel you.
Of the human trafficking investigation by Romanian authorities.
He started this business when he was still in the UK, but said that he moved to Romania because of their lax laws around sexual assault.
People say, why did you in Romania? And I explain my 5 reasons. One of them is to
These are just part of like snippets that I've seen over and over again that he literally self-incriminates. Like he literally is just young and dumb and full of.
They go, oh, well, you're a rapist. I say, no, I'm not a rapist. But I like the idea of being able to just say to do what I want. I like being free.
On his website, there was previously a page outlining what Andrew Tate called the PhD program. This section was removed after it started to gain controversy, but there are archived versions NBC News was able to review. In the description, Tate says his job was to make women fall in love with him.
And then once he had them under his sort of control, that's when Andrew Tate said he would essentially exploit them by getting them to perform sexual acts on camera, or
and he said it in many podcasts,
platforms like OnlyFans.
Like, we could be here all day on this one.
Be funneled back to
it's irrelevant.
And his associates. And this is essentially what the Romanian
meaning we already know this, right?
Doing.
Over the past year, as Andrew Tate has become a household name in certain circles, many online personalities began capitalizing off his popularity.
Some of these people are associated with online conservative movements and the alt-right. Some of these people are associated with cryptocurrency or streaming.
And some continue to defend him.
One of those is Aiden Ross. He's an extremely popular Twitch streamer and YouTuber. He was somebody who came out and defended Tate immediately after the arrest. He actually tweeted that President Biden should pardon Andrew Tate, which Romania is, of course, not under the jurisdiction of the United States. So a lot of people pointed that out.
Many of Tate's online followers
I don't like your little snarky freaking response. You see what I'm saying?
The legitimacy of the investigation.
I don't let any of these people influence me. And I hope you don't either. Again, this could be my brother.
The community as it exists online is
but I would be calling my brother. I'm like, yo. So here's a couple clips. Actually, I got tons. But I'm not going to do it on the boob tube because we already know. But, like this one. I don't even know if this one's going to be taken down or not. But I'm going to show you I'm going to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So before I continue, again, if you want truth in a real conversation, then you follow me. Subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my Rumble, move over to Rumble right now. That's where I'm going. The link is in the description below. You can just look up Olga S. Pérez. And definitely on Locals, I will be going full throttle tomorrow on Locals for Locals members. Come. Change my mind. Join me. Let's do this. Because if you were in my living room, or I'm in your living room or your kitchen, right? We'd be doing this. Because the next clips I'm about to show you, I'm not going to give the boob tube the pleasure of censoring me or going all full tard when you don't even know where I'm going. And especially when I've made it very clear, that this is no attack on Andrew Tate. This is questioning the narrative all the way around for the sake of truth, for questioning why, and for the happiness of people that are literally paying all this money, faithfully following that we all make mistakes. We change our idols one day or another. But yeah, I'm going to be showing you some content that I just know it's just better off on Rumble. So if you can see already what I have queued up, I got a lot more, ladies and gentlemen. I got a lot more. And this is by no means to smear Andrew Tate in any way. It's to have a real conversation and not let the media tell us or make us believe this. That's number one. Number two, because I love men. And I believe in men, and I want real men. And like the Moldavi, whatever this freak. Okay, let me take that back. That sounds like an insult. What I mean to say, this being
Disliking you.
Oh,
Please.
pretending, doing it, just because he's all over the media doesn't make him special. He is not helping humanity at all. In fact, when you're out there saying, Dave Fifth on being a girl, how is that helping women? Who is that helping? Just, we all can discern and think for ourselves. So I am talk about March Madness. I'm just saying, you're not going to make me think I'm crazy when I know what's real. Real, not the objective real. It's prove to me why this matters. Why did Bud Light make this guy the poster child? Why? This isn't even the article about the Bud Light. Where's the other one? Hold on. Oh, God, I can't with this. I can't with this. Must have closed this out already. Anyway, of course, this article says, Bud Light partners with trans activists. Activist. What are you activating? What are you activating? Twitter removes over 5,000 tweets about racial groups' Trans Day of Vengeance. I'm pro-trans. I'm pro somebody that's like, hey, I want to do whatever I want with my body. I'm an adult. I got these feelings. That's fine. But then why take it to put this face on a beer can? Like I said, I know the answer. And you could disagree. But the proof is in the pudding. And I'm going to go on Rumble and I'm going to unleash all of this. And like I said, this video, viewers' discretion advised. And YouTube, if you want the truth, if you want so much to censor people, to marginalize them, to think, oh, we're protecting you, viewer guidelines, right? Community guidelines, like the whole Crowder, and on and on and on of everybody. Ruining people's lives, their income, Patreon. Again, become a member on local. I need you, you need me. We need each other. And I thank you already for being here. So, before I go to Rumble, baby, I need to take a quick break, but I'll be right back. And for those of you on YouTube, what are you waiting for? Sign up to Rumble now and see you at... No. Yeah, of course. Yeah, sign up to Rumble. But also join me on Locals. Sign up to me right now. I'm going to see you in a few minutes over there. And thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your love and support. I'll see you there.